Hi, I'm Ray. I'm doing tarot readings for a friend. It's part of a fundraiser for my cosplay club. More details on that will be in the outro. Let's begin analyzing the cards.
Mens sanare corpore sano, mundus est montandus, in vita non veritas. Astra inclinant, sen no obligant. Flectere sine queo superos, acedonta movebo. Defende nos in proelio, contra nequitiam, et insidias diablo esta presidium.
Your first card in the spread is meant to represent your future true love, and the card is Justice. That is a very interesting card for this because this generally... It's hard to describe this as a person, because justice is a lot about what you would expect, how your actions have consequences, and how you create your own fate. And I think that's definitely relevant because it's very important in any relationship that you're very deliberate about what you do, and your partner, your future partner, isn't up to fate. It's up to how you behave and what kind of situations you create. And there's a lot that's still up in the air, but whatever decisions you make, the consequences, good or bad, will be fair for that. And that's really the epitome of justice. So your second card, the question we're asking about it is, will the attraction be instant? And the card you have there is the Page of Pentacles, and what that represents, a lot of pages are very adventurous, excited, they jump into a lot of new things, and the Page of Pentacles might not be totally experienced, but they will definitely want to be involved immediately, and it'll be kind of a very sudden thing from what it seems. So I would really expect that. The third card in your spread is meant to represent what your partner will be like. And the card for that is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands also has a lot of creative power to kind of jump into new things, but it's different. Well, the Page of Pentacles was more ready to start new adventures. The Ace of Wands is more just kind of unmitigated new power. So whoever this person is, they're going to be very bold, they're going to have a lot of creativity and a lot of energy, and they're going to be very capable of both creating and destroying things. And sometimes they won't be able to differentiate between what they're doing. There's just kind of a lot of raw potential in this card, and there's a lot of areas for development because it's so focused on power. And the wands, their symbol is fire in a lot of cases, and this is definitely no exception to that. Fire is both purifying and cleansing, but also very capable of destruction. So I would really watch out for that. This person could be very difficult, but obviously a difficult person doesn't mean an impossible person. Your fourth card in the spread represents the various challenges that you'll experience in the relationship, and your card for that is the King of Swords. The King of Swords, swords in general tend to be about ideas, expressions, words, actions, kind of what you put out into the world. And the King of Swords is someone who's really driven by those things. And while in many ways there's a lot of integrity that comes with him, where there's a lot of deliberateness, at the same time, based on the other cards in the spread, it's important to consider that part of his power might come from this deliberate use of words and this kind of persuasion, this maybe even a forcing of ideals, of his ideals or her ideals onto you. He or she has a lot of control, and it's very much up in the air what you'll necessarily end up with based on that, but definitely it'll be difficult for both of you to come to terms with that sort of dynamic. The fifth card in the spread represents what will help solve those problems, and very interestingly, the card for that is the Queen of Swords. And I say interestingly because in tarot, while the king is more of a deliberate action sort of a card, the queens tend to be more supporters and nurturers of that. And that implies that a lot of the ways to solve a challenge in whatever future true love will occur to you, it is very important that you accept and understand who they are, and you stand by that effort, which is sometimes very difficult. It can be really hard to understand where people are coming from if you have some pretty deep misunderstandings or disagreements or just discontent with it. But in any successful relationship, there's a lot of give and take, and it seems like the interaction between the King and the Queen of Swords is that you just have to accept these challenges and try to nurture the good parts of them. Not necessarily accepting the bad parts, but understanding the good that underlies some of these bigger challenges for you. The sixth and final card in this spread represents how and when you will meet this future true love. And your card for that is the Hierophant. So, the Hierophant is one of the major arcana, and he's a big believer in living faith in everyday life, but he's also a teacher. He's quite early on in the arcana, which I don't think can be discounted, so while you still have a little bit more time probably, it won't be too late in your life. It'll be definitely in the first third, I would say. Additionally, he does tend to symbol traditional marriage, and I think it's interesting that he has the two ties to both academics and religion, especially given the context of this card. So I think there's a good chance that the person you meet will have this strong religious link. Maybe you'll meet them at church or at some kind of study session, or maybe you'll be in a library. Some sort of expression of your ideals will be involved in the way you meet. That is definitely what I can tell you. It's going to be in some way that you are living your core beliefs when you meet this person. Hi, thank you so much for watching this video, especially to my friend who requested this video and is donating to my cosplay club, of which I am the president. Not that I'm bragging. If you would like a tarot reading done, you can message me or comment on this video and we can set something up. You can Venmo me at cosplay-club, and that is where we'll be taking the donations. All the profits do go to the club to benefit club activities and trips that will be going on. So it's all pretty cool. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I hope that some of the rest of you will have also enjoyed it and will consider also getting readings done, because I've had a lot of creative energy just completely bursting out of me, which makes sense because one of the last tarot readings that I got had a lot of wands in it, and a little bit of swords, mostly wands. Okay, bye!